If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from SoFi. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Once again, it's Achane. Achane, a first down, and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. It is a big-time play for Houston. 36 yards. Dell motioning over. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. Second down, Burrow. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and 6. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, that's McBride. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Texans. The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's a first carry for their running back. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Tight end on the move left. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And you work this forward to the 35. Christian Harris there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top. A second down throw for Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Here we go. Let the hot, let the hot.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And stretching it out toward the sideline, but the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
From the gun, here's Stroud. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. 20-yard pickup there. First down for Houston.
And the Texans first down.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Burrow now. That one taken in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Houston. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, offensive coordinators script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
14, Chargers.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing is Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. A run, it's Pacheco. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. It'll be a couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown Chargers. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are on the board. It's now 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here we go. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Burrow to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He was looking for George Pickens there. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Burrow. Again, working deep downfield. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
He's going to have a Texans 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. He's going to go up top here for McBride. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Texans. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
The extra point is good. And the Texans will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Finding room at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. They'll go play action with Stroud. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy. Play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. On the handoff, this is Achane. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Burrow. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down. He'll try and run it here. It's Achane. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down. They go play action for Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Burrow. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 3rd and 5. Back to throw.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Now, faking the give. Flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run with Pacheco. He'll be bogged down. Short pickup to the 25. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Second down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. They'll look to throw. That is brought in at the 10. A nice throw from the second-round pick. It'll get him a first down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, LA. Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers draw closer here. It's 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's taken in by Achane. 19 more on that one. And another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. The throw on the run is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll look to throw yet again. A throw on the move is caught. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit.
To the goal line and in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Houston. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point is good. And the Texans have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. 1st and 10 now from the 36. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is caught. What a throw. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up at high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Texans. Now the try for an extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Here's a 2nd and 12. A handoff to Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. 17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Charger first down. A give here to Pacheco. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6. Mark it at the 31.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Chargers. Kicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers back within 7. It's 35-28. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On first down, Burrow. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted.
So that guy in the slot, Mike, yes, he has to have great reaction times. Yes, he has to have great quickness and speed. But because he's typically facing the shiftiest and highest targeted player on the opposing offense, he has to have great instincts. That's what we saw there. His reaction time and his anticipation allowed him to jump that route, get his hands on it, and snatch one of those targets away.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll get this complete to Pacheco.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, L.A. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Point after now from Dicker. It's up and good. And the Chargers will tie things up all even at 35. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds. And the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Here's a give to Achane. Down the sideline, past the 45. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
1st and 10.
Here we go.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And we'll only get down to around the 42. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
A run out of the gun with Achane. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Once again, it's Achane. He is in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Houston. A try here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans will go up by 7.
Chargers 35.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The tight end going in motion to the left. Back to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he's going to have a Texans first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They go play action for Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll look to throw. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. On second down, Pacheco. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Kicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Burrow to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They motion the slot man left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Throwing is Burrow. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. Here's third down and a few inches. Play action now. It's Burrow. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll send their tight end left. So back and forth they go. They face second down and 7. They bring the tight end in motion. Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Call it a gain of 13. And the Chargers have the first down. He'll look to throw. That's a short throw caught by Kmet. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions. At this stage of the game, one play could be the difference between winning and losing, and that dangerous throw is just a little risky for my liking. I understand the notion of trying to make a play and being aggressive, but one turnover here, and this game could be over.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Achane. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. This is intercepted. And the Chargers will have great field position right around midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Tight end motioning left. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot. But that'll keep this drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Blitz coming. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Texans have it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down. Now, Achane. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run with Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Achane. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. Now, Burrow. Good blocking, and he's in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Texans. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. His kick is good. And the Texans will go up by 7.
Chargers 42.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. A return coming from the 14. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. They'll try to run with their fullback. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Another try, 2nd and 10. A run with Pacheco. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Catch is made by Wright. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's taken in.
Every team in the league has their own set of scramble rules, and what that means, Mike, is when the pocket breaks down and the quarterback gets flushed, everyone understands, based on where they are in the field, how they can remain friendly to the quarterback. Great execution here leads to a nice game.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Texans. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here.